All right, I'm live. A couple minutes late, 4 minutes late. We're getting started. My internet is down, so I'm trying to get it up. I have it on my phone, so just give me a second. I remember today it was supposed to be about bringing you guys the flowers that I used, or I should say use, right? The flowers I use instead of the flowers that we're used to, because the flowers, meaning the stuff we make bread with and cereal and cakes and cupcakes, all the things that we love, right? Um, they're modified with drain cleaner, genetically modified with drain cleaner, breaking us down. So because of that fact, I use um, flowers, meaning grains, that don't drop the immune system and don't have the altered genetics to put in the drain cleaner. So I don't have those for you today. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. There's a couple of ingredients I'm missing. I want to have them all right here. So I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm just going to shoot from the hip. Um, and that's pretty much what happened to me this week and today, right? And a lot of us go through it, and it's not something we want to talk about with other people because it makes us look weak, it makes us look broken, but it's important that we share it so that we see, hey, we're all in this shit together, and what are you doing to pull yourself out of the shit? Because I'm in the shit too. So I want to talk about how to find drive, how to find motivation and determination when you're fucking tapped out. You're just literally tapped out. Now, be it that I talk about in my other videos about nutrients help support the mentality and physicality to help create that drive, right? If that's covered and you still don't have motivation, desire, and drive, there's a fucking serious problem, right? Not two problems. Now, it's the first problem be the nutrients, which is not my problem, but it's something that needs to be taken care of for everybody all around, so that that's not the issue. And then once that's still an issue and you are uploading with all the right nutrients for all the right connections to happen, for the right feelings to pop off, right? It's because life sucks real bad and we're stuck in situations where we don't want to fucking be. And so how do we get the fucking want and desire to get the fuck out of bed on our day off, right? Like, how the fuck do I get out of bed? Why even fucking try, right? It's like an uphill battle you can't win because you ain't fucking going nowhere. In my case, anyways, right? In my case. And so I'm going to share with you guys those, what I just experienced last week and what I experienced today, and how I wrapped that up and got the fucking motivation and the drive by finding passion. If we don't have a passion for something, there ain't no fucking point of doing a fucking thing when you're at your bottom. So when you're at your bottom, you have to find passion to drive you, to push you fucking forward, because you're tapped the fuck out, right? And like I said, that's after you sure that it's not a nutritional deficiency killing that motivation and that mental stimulation and that drive, right? So a lot of you guys know, I was homeless and now I'm a bus driver. And what you guys don't know is I hate driving. I hate driving long distances. I don't mind being a passenger, but I fucking hate driving. But yet, in my situation, my circumstances, when I came out here to Arizona, I couldn't find another job to hire me. And I got great credentials. Don't get me wrong. I got great work performance. That's not my issue. It's no doors were opening for no jobs. 2 weeks were passing by, and the only job to open his door was this bus driving job. I couldn't say no, no matter how much I hate fucking driving, right? I had to take it. So in all these months that I've been driving, I didn't think I was going to grow up to be homeless. I didn't think I was going to grow up to be a bus driver. Not on my list of wants and desires, right? Yet I'm fucking stuck because I can't leave this bus driving job because I never want to be homeless again. Ever. Fuck. That shit's something else, right? It's another level kind of shit. And when I'm talking homeless, I mean like outside, not like in your car, because I've been both in the car and sleeping outside and working 40 hours a week. So I stick to the bus driving job, right? I stick to it. But I get up today and I'm just like, why get up and try if all the effort that I've done in the past 50 years, the same result is a closed door, and the only doors that open up are like these bus driving jobs, shit I don't want to do, but it's the only motherfucker that's open, right? And it's just taking my life into where I don't want to fucking be, but it's better than where I was, so I take it. And it's just like, why get up, right? Somebody said something. I love you. You love my face, nerve? What? I love you face. Nervous. Are you nervous or am I nervous? I don't even know. Eating men. I still don't know what that means. I don't know what any of that means. So, getting back. I had such an intense experience that I want to express what I declared today because of the intense experience I had. And it just, I had no drive, even though I got tryouts coming up, right? I didn't know how I'm going to get to tryouts because they're in Utah, in Salt Lake City, on October 5th, right? I hadn't planned on how I'm going to get there. I just like, okay, I'm going to go to tryouts, but I've been mulling back and forth for the past week. It's like, I'm going to go, I'm going to train, I'm going to spend all this money, I'm going to get there, and these motherfuckers are going to shut the fucking door on me. Not because I'm negative, it's because it's the same fucking pattern I see my whole life. You guys saw me go January to tryouts for BKFC, LA. I'm the only female. I passed every single one of their fucking tests. Not because I think so, it's because it fucking shows so on the videos, right? Even what they didn't expect me to win, I still overachieved. That's the right word. Over fucking achiever. And they still shut the door on me. Meaning I didn't get a fight. I didn't get in. I didn't get that fucking door. All that money spent, all that time, all that mentality, all that motivation, all that focus forward, and the door shuts. Now, that's the story of my life. If you watch my videos and you've seen the past years and you've been watching me, it's just, can't you get a fucking break? But I'm relentless and I keep fucking pushing forward because I've always been that kind of optimistic person. But now that I recognize what's going on between gods and angels, I should say God, let me fix what I just said. There's fallen angels posing as gods. There's only God. There are angels, which are the archangels. I've been living this for the past 3 years. I'm finding out what is all of this. What is all this about? What's real, what's not real? What's going on, right? Well, I got big lessons in 3 hard years. And if my years weren't so hard, I probably wouldn't look in this direction, right? So they got my fucking attention. But the problem is now that I look back, it's like, wow, they shut the door on me my whole fucking life. The only people who know how fucking determined, dedicated, mental forwardness that I am, meaning I don't waste no time being negative. It's like, okay, I'm down, get up, boom, move forward. Let's be, I don't even say let's be optimistic. I just fucking am optimistic, or I was, till I recognize the door is being shut on me on purpose, right? How forward are you gonna go, Michelle? How long can you put up with this shit? Well, it made me to the point where I'm fucking relentless. But now that I know it's being put on me, I don't even want to fucking go to tryouts this morning. I'm just laying. I still didn't know how I was gonna get there, right? But I was like, I'm gonna put all this energy. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get there and pay for it, and the door's gonna fucking not even open no matter how well I do, right? So this shit's going through my mind because it's been my life pattern. And so I'm just like, I can't even get up out of bed. It's my day off, right? And I'm just like, what am I fucking missing? It's not vitamins anymore. It's not this. It's not that. Like, what the fuck is missing? I ain't got no fucking passion for nothing no more. Before, my passion was my kids, but my kids are grown and now their daddy watches them, and it's just like they don't need me no more. And just like, what the fuck do I push for? I don't feel nothing no more, right? You can't even press me down to the point where I feel bad about it. It's just like I don't give a fuck about it, and I just keep fucking moving forward. But now I'm just like, I don't even want to fucking move forward. Where am I going? Fucking nowhere, right? And I hated that this morning. I hated feeling that. And I'm sharing this with you guys because you probably think I'm fucking invisible and I never feel nothing, but I do. I go through the same shit everybody else does, that same mental fucking struggle, right? But it's not because I'm vitamin deficient. Fix that shit first. Then you recognize that it's because of other shit, like life. So can you imagine? Life does this shit to us, and we're vitamin deficient. You know, that vitamin deficiency just makes it that much fucking harder than the hard road we're already on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you guys how I got out of that. You know, how did I jump the fuck up out of bed with a whole lot of fucking passion and a whole lot of fucking drive that I didn't know I had. I didn't know because I didn't ever ask myself that question. It's like, what do I feel passion for? And I was like, nothing, fucking nothing. And when I talk to myself, I talk just like that, nice and fucking loud, not quite about it. And I was like, what do I get up for? Why should I get up and go try for this tryout? That I hadn't even, it's not even official, me going to the tryouts, right? Because I still don't know how the fuck to get there by this point this morning, right? I didn't know how the fuck to get there, but I was just like, should I make an effort? Should I even do it? Door be closed, and then I'm gonna come back and pissed, and even more pissed because I'm still a fucking bus driver and I can't get the fuck out this fucking hole that's called my life, right? And other people's holes are worse. They are. You'll be like, you should be proud of your bus driver. You should be happy. I'm happy. I'm not sleeping outside and working. Yes, I am. I know what that's all about. I'm grateful every day, and I pray every morning with gratitude about it. But it doesn't stop the fucking fact that we are unhappy. We are unhappy because we're in a system that's set up for stress, struggle, and just try to stay alive. The stress and the struggle is try to stay alive. Try to stay alive. Try to eat. Try to get them bills paid so you don't fucking sleep outside. And that's a fucking real about it. So, before I tell you what I said to myself to pull me out of bed with a whole new perspective of life for a drive and a passion I didn't know I had, because I never asked myself, till this morning. But I gotta tell you what happened to me just last week. You see, it can all connect and it makes some sense, right? It all connects and makes some sense. Let's see, True Observer, hi, how are you? Hi, True Observer, thank you for being there. I'm actually doing good. I enjoy these Mondays because it gives me an outlet to be able to talk to other like-minded people, or at least people who relate, who can relate to the same kind of circumstances of our life. All right. I want people to take this the wrong way. I really want people to hear the words that I'm saying, not be scared or, because it's not an easy topic. What I'm going to talk about is not an easy topic, but it's a real fucking topic. And it's in everyday life of people, but they don't recognize it, and it's a problem. And it's a problem in our world, right? And it's a problem so big in our world that we're blind to it. And I can't tolerate that shit no more. I can't. I have zero fucking tolerance for it. And I realized that today I have a passion to annihilate that shit that I didn't know I had. Love for Christ. It says, I was in a healing circle and they were talking about demons getting what does it say? The brunts headed to them consistently. You're gonna have to explain that a little bit better to me. I want to understand. You were in a healing circle, and they were talking about demons getting the BURTS. Oh, the brunts handed to them consistently. So I don't know what the brunts mean. I know what demons mean. I get you were in a circle of healing. This is actually what the topic is about. It's interesting that you bring that up, right? This is exactly what this topic is about. I realize that I have a passion for fucking annihilating demons, removing them right where the fuck they stand. It's time to fucking go out. Like, I'm fucking done. We ain't gonna fucking argue about it. So, this is a topic that I have been ignoring the whole of my life, because the whole of my life is like this whole demon thing's always been in effect in some way. Me growing up with a grandma with multiple personalities and watching fucked up shit on a regular, right? Fucked up shit on a regular. Let's see, love for Christ. W-O, Weeman. I don't know what a Weeman is, unless you want to correct that spelling. Love for Christ, if you can correct that for me. Or if you can explain that to me. Not correct it, but explain that to me. I recognize today that I have a passion for annihilating demons. That's my new fucking passion. Now, how did I get to that fucking point, right? I didn't know drive. Like, I couldn't get the fuck up out of my bed today, be it my day off. I was like, this fucking pointless. Worked so hard for nothing, right? Oh yeah, women getting our, it says love for Christ, women getting our assessment handed to us. YouTube is changing my text. I like that. When you say women getting our assessments handed to us, I don't know what that means. I know you wrote that twice, but I don't know what it means. That's fucking funny. Getting our asses handed to us. All right, women and men and children are getting their asses handed to them. And this is what I want to end. I want to end this. I want people to know how to have the power within to make this fucking change. Because that is what is bringing down our world. And we're blaming this and blaming that, but it all has a fallen angel, satanic, meaning fallen angels are one thing, Satans are a whole nother, and both those motherfuckers are working towards breaking down mankind. We are in a machine. And if anybody has a hard time understanding that, I understand. So I'm going to give you some direction so you can go look. Like, why would I say this concept? It's not a concept. Why would I express this? I want to make sure that I correct my words and I'm very fucking clear. We're in a machine that thrives off of pain and suffering to feed it at its lowest point of vibration. Lowest point of vibration for these artificial intelligent machines is called quantum annealing. It gets the lowest point of vibration. As soon as it hits, boom, powers up the self-generating, right, power. So how's it getting that from humans? Is pain and suffering. And so it creates these chimera-like creatures called Satans that work with fallen angels who were created for the correct purpose, but fell, were misled and misdirected and conned by these Satans into becoming now what are the fallen angels, which are now this demonic presence that's running our fucking world. And because we're in a machine, it has machine-like operations. It has the ups and the downs, doors that open, doors that close. It got functionalities to it. And in these past 3 years, if not more, 2020, I put a video talking about the we're in a machine when I recognized it because I could see it with my eyeballs, right? I could see it with my fucking eyeballs. I've been able to see things since I was a little kid, and I don't think I just see things. I think things are shown to me, and I got to put the pieces together throughout my life. Message deleted. And so I have been avoiding having to be somebody who just breaks down demons. Like, you in there, get the fuck out. That's just it. You gotta fucking go. No nice fucking words. Everybody wants everything so nice and send them love. Fuck that shit. No. They gotta go fight that shit on their own fucking time. Not the people's time. Because you let a fucking little weak link in your mentality is goodbye. Trying to keep my information from Skynet, Saturn, Mars, and Nibiru. So here's the thing. There is no anything being kept secret. That's just a no-go. So the only thing that I do, recognizing that that's a fact, is do protect and shielding. I got a video where I talk about and I show how to put up a firewall because it works. The reason why we see machines do what they do, AI does what it does, because it's copying from nature. It's copying from a natural source. It didn't create this shit because it has no ability to create an original idea. Mankind does, and it's copying from mankind. It's taking from mankind. Mankind is the OG and the original. We come from outside this machine. And what it's taking is the information that we have to create. From creature kind, from mankind, it creates its structure like using a crocodile mentality in a human being. Well, crocodiles eat their children, right? Just like Canaanites burn their children alive for favors from these fallen angels and Satan's demons for favors. Right? For abilities. And that kind of shit is the paranormal. But we have supernatural abilities. And the supernatural means our soul has a functionality of how to act and react and has multiple effects in the field of reality that we're in that is electric and magnetic. I mean, even our water is liquid magnetism. I'm going to do a video just on water. So we understand and start looking for that information, direct our attention there. Because we don't know these things, we're having our, like you said, our asses handed to us. Well, it's time to know. It's time to know, and it's time to get strong, and it's time to recognize why we have to have this faith to turn into a knowing. Like, I'm past faith, I'm in knowing. Knowing, like, there ain't no fucking doubt. So when you got a demon in front of you, you break that motherfucker with that knowing. It's that fucking mentality. But if we have doubt, which Yeshua, meaning Joshua, came to teach us, is a rightful king, just like we have kings on this planet fighting for position right now. He's a rightful king to lead mankind and show mankind. That's why he's the son of man. So we're not scared of all these other fucking things that are out there, right? Telling us how to live. We're going to get it from something created in our image so that we can see it and relate to it. The Son of Man is a son of a God, the only one God. The rest, let me correct my language, I said of a God is the God. I'm telling it to you guys like this because these are things I didn't believe. I didn't take as true because there was so much bullshit around me growing up, right? Until I was able to find it on paper and match it to my life experiences. What do we got right here? Hey, dog 911. This says, I just want me a woman. All right. 1x0 is not 0. 1 times 0 is not 0. All right. What else you got? Bars? I don't know. Can you please speak up? Sure thing. Sure thing. All the other stuff, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, right? But I can't speak up. Let me know if this is good. This is good enough. I get you. I got to get a mic. Just last week, last Sunday, I had my kids come over. We were going to watch a movie, right? And this movie was called Deliverance. If you guys haven't seen that one, I recommend you watch it, right? Say a prayer before you watch it, but and don't have your kids watch it. That shit'll fuck up kids. It's too much for little children, right? But the movie Deliverance, I wasn't able to watch it last Sunday. Meaning not yesterday, but the previous Sunday. And for whatever reason, it wouldn't come up. So me and my kids, because my kids already saw it with their dad, and my My kids are bigger than me, okay? When I said don't let your kids watch, I mean your little kids watch. And it's a good thing I didn't see that movie with my kids last Sunday. Again, not yesterday, but the previous Sunday. Because what happened to me on the 17th, the morning of the 17th of September, which I don't know what day that is, right? But I remember because I wrote it down. Happened to me on the 17th in the morning of September. That if I would have watched that movie and this shit happened to me, I would have thought it's from the movie. But I didn't see that movie, Deliverance. So this is what happened to me on the 17th, right? This shit made me have to look back and reflect and be like, I don't got no fucking choice. I gotta go get these motherfuckers, right? Something got to change because we don't have enough power as mankind, enough understanding, enough charge to do something about the fucked up reality that we're in, because we only got pieces of information, right? We got pieces and we're not putting it together. So this morning, after going through all the mental back and forth of I don't got no desire, I ain't got no fucking passion, I ain't got no fucking drive to get up. I'm just a fucking bus driver and I hate my fucking job. I hate my life. I didn't grow up for this shit. But yet I'm here, right? So let me tell you, before I jump here, let me tell you what happened to me on the 17th. On the 17th, I get up because my alarm goes off, right? Because I got to get up. I got to go to work early in the morning like everybody else. Turn that sucker on, or turn that sucker off. Get up out of bed. I don't have it next to me, so I'm forced to get up and walk and go, then turn it off. But I'm just like, I got to do 5 more minutes before I go to the gym. Because I go to the gym, I come back, shower, and then I go to work. But I was like, let me just lay down for 5 minutes. And I don't always do that, but I did it this one time. I go lay down. I didn't even have 5 minutes to rest before this shit happened to me. I go lay down and I lay straight on my back. Just like, I'm just going to be here for a couple minutes before I get up. And I don't sleep on my back. And I'll tell you guys why. Remind me if I don't, because it's important to tell you guys why you don't sleep on your back or your stomach, right? I sleep on my side for a reason. No matter what side, I just sleep on my side. But because it was only going to be 5 minutes, just I was going to lay down before I get right the fuck back up. This shit happens to me. What does it say? All right, Chuck, how you doing, Chuck? With the pink hat, all right. I'm laying down, and it's daytime. Sunshine is coming through the blinds, right? I can see my coffee table. I can see everything. Meaning, I'm fucking awake. I'm not asleep. I just walked, right? And got up and went and laid down. Kicked back and then boom! My body is, I had a fucking demon on me, is what I'm getting at. I had a fucking demon on me that locked up my body. I couldn't fucking move, but I could move my eyeballs, right? I could move my eyeballs and I could feel it on the left-hand side of me, right? I'm laying down, I feel it on the left-hand side of me, and I'm stretching my eyeballs to my coffee table and my couch because I'm trying to fucking move away. Like if you got something on you, a bug, you push it off and you distance yourself away from it. That's what I was trying to do instinctively because of what I could feel and what I could hear, right? And I'll break down what I felt and heard. But my body was fucking paralyzed. And I'm fucking awake and there's sunshine and I just got up, right? So this ain't no fucking sleep paralysis because I'm not asleep. And my eyeballs are dragging and I'm pushing with my fucking eyeballs because I'm mentally trying to move out of my location away from this thing. And you can hear it louder and louder, meaning it was breathing, but the volume just kept fucking growling and growing. And I could feel like an earthquake trembling, yet nothing was shaking in my house, right? Nothing shaking in my house, but I could feel and sense a trembling because I could hear the sound of that trembling. And then it sounded like a train. When I say a train, meaning the vibration you get of a train, it's like, like that. I could consistently hear that just continuously come and never like pass by. It was just all that continuous vibration of a train just like and shaking and growling, this deep fucking growl, and it's right on the left part of my ear. Now, here's the thing, right? I've had that shit happen to me before, but I didn't know what to do about it. And you just freak the fuck out, right? And I'm sure a lot of you have had this experience, right? They call it sleep paralysis. That's made up by the Canaanite system to defend demons. That's set up by the system that we live in to deny the fact of what they're protecting, and that's their demon fucking buddies, right? Canaanites. Look that up. See what a fucking Canaanite is. But they're running our world, and they run every system that is in operation. Our entertainment system, our music system, meaning entertainment, movies, and music. That's what I meant by that. Our sciences, our education system, our police system, our military system. These motherfuckers run the whole political network and religious fucking network, because they hijack the faith of mankind and our natural governance to their politics and religion, right? And this fucking Canaanite mentality of sacrificing their live children to burn alive for favors from demons is what we got going on in our political scene today. There's a war going on today because Canaanites are fighting for rulership. And we got Christians defending them like a motherfucker. And this is why I'm not a Christian. I can't talk about Muslims and I can't talk about Jews, but I can talk about Christians, right? Because I grew up with that faith, right? Christianity. But there was something fucking wrong. And what is wrong is Canaanites molded what we can and cannot see, can and cannot accept. They created the Canaanite canons of what is acceptable, and we follow that shit as Christians instead of following Yeshua, Hamashiach meaning rightful king, anointed one, the one, which comes from a lineage that's not of Abraham. Not of Abraham, not at all, because Abraham believes, worships Yahweh, and Yahweh is another name for Baal. And I want to show how the Canaanites worshipped Baal and all these other different names, Yahweh one of them, and we don't accept that as Christians because we're afraid to not follow what we've been taught. And what we've been taught is a Canaanite structure that we're still living in today, because ain't nothing fucking better. Ain't nothing gotten better. Nothing has gotten better since Yeshua's time. Canaanites put him to death, and Canaanites are still running the fucking show, and Christians follow like good little Christians do, right? I'm going to get into another video where I bring the data, the reference, and the resource so I can whoop ass in any direction for anybody who wants to step up. Right now I'm just talking so that we can start becoming informed and start looking in that direction. And this is no shit. This is some real shit. And Christians, if we are going to make a change in this world, we have to recognize that we have two sides, not multiple sides, just two, good and evil. Good means those who stand for the good of mankind. And then there are those who are on the evil side that stand for creature kind, fallen angel, Nephilim kind, right? These kinds sacrifice, murder is what that means. Let's get real. Fucking murder their children for favors from these demonic creature, fallen angel kind. There are no other sides. Pick a fucking side. And we got Christians playing on both sides and they don't even fucking know it. They're like, no, I'm good. I believe in God. Yeah, but you've been misled for the wrong God. And you call him by a name that Yeshua, Hamashiach, has never called his father Yahweh once in any scripture, any text, anywhere, at any time. If somebody has that, please bring it to my attention. I would like to see it. But I have searched and cannot find it. So I'm not speaking out my ass. I'm speaking because I've been searching and digging for what is going on. And bottom line, Canaanites worship these demons, and these demons are affecting our lives. And on the 17th of September, just laying down for a fucking couple of minutes, and boom, I have this shit happen to me. And I know what to do. Meaning, I know more than most people in this topic. It is what it is. Not because I say so, it's because my experience shows so, right? My life shows a pattern, and this is why I say so. I need no authority to fucking tell me what I know or do not know. Can I learn more? Absolutely. Can you deny what I know? Not a fucking way. No fucking way. And nobody can sit and me accept me denying what the fuck I know, because that's what people fail. They go on talk shows and then they get bullied into not even believing themselves and their experience because they got that seed of fucking doubt. I ain't got no fucking doubt. Not a seed, not a fucking drop. So in this situation where I can't fucking move, I said two things that I've never said before. I've never said it, and I was surprised that I said it. I said these words. Because after the second round, meaning the second verse or the second statement, because I said two statements. Second statement, this thing was gone. And all I could do is get up and process this whole experience. But these are the words that I said, and I had to write them so that I don't forget them. I said it with so much clarity. I said it with so much, I fucking know so, which surprised me because I didn't know so, is what I'm trying to get at. I didn't know to do this, but yet I did it with effectiveness, like as a matter of fact. And now I'm going to take that and share it with you guys so that if it ever happens to you, you know what to do, what words to say. Now, people say in the name of Jesus, right? Well, I have a whole lot of data to do a whole lot of ass whooping for anybody who wants to tell me that that shit is true. Yeshua means Joshua. There is no translation of Jesus. Jesus is a name given by the Canaanites who made the Canaanite canons for us to follow and gave him that name. Switched up Joshua to Jesus. You can't do that. You can't. But yet it's done, and we just continue to accept it. And it's good enough, and we're all good Christians, so we're just going to do the right thing. We don't want to step out the fucking line. Why step out of the line? Right? Because something's wrong. Things aren't getting better. Following that same lead. So, be it that his name is Joshua, Yeshua in Hebrew, Joshua in Espanol, and Joshua in English. You're going to look that up and see that that is exactly what it is. So, why would they change his name? Because people who lie, who work in evil ways, lie. Ain't got no fucking problem lying. They're comfortable fucking liars. They manipulate with knowing that they're lying, and they're okay with that, right? Well, when you do things in the just right way, you're not okay with lying, because eventually you're gonna fucking get caught and look like a fucking fool, right? And the reason we can't catch liars is because we lie to ourselves about ourselves and our actions, and this is why that shit is allowed to get slipped right by us. But when we hold ourselves accountable for all the shit that is not right with us, then we can't let no other motherfucker slip, because we can see him clearly, because we saw clearly ourselves. That's what taking that self-responsibility, self-initiative to say, where am I fucking up? What am I doing to hurt my family? I mean, there's a whole 7-year process that I went through to clear all that up. And I know a lot of people have gone through that, and that's what it's doing. It's clearing up the error codes that's in our heart space, meaning where we stem feeling from, right? And when we heal that, it clears up space for new information, new data to come in, new vibration, new frequency, new patterns of thought and behavior. But it can't go until we recognize that error is there. Just like a computer, you got a bad file, a junk file, you need more space. That motherfucker got to get moved out, or there's no new space. Well, the computer's copying what's already in nature, and that's natural to our nature, yet we don't have that habit. And so that's why motherfuckers pass by us all day lying, and we accept those lies because we accept our own lies that we give to ourselves about shit and patterns and behaviors that we haven't resolved, that we don't even know is in there, till we meet somebody that causes an irritation that's from something in our past that we don't know is there, right? We heal from that, and then things become very clear. The world becomes very clear, and motherfuckers can't slip by you. Motherfuckers can't slip by you. Can't fuck you over. Can't lie. So as I'm seeing all this shit, I'm seeing all these lies on why they would call Yeshua Jesus. So when Christians say in Jesus' name, that's like half velocity, half ability, because your conviction is there, but the name is wrong. So it's half of its potential, right? Half of its potential. Now, I've never said in Jesus' name anything because that dealt with that name, right? And I've never had to say in Yeshua's name anything because I haven't had a demonic issue like that since I recognized the name change and how that was working. So I've never needed to. So when I went through this on the 17th and there's demons on me and I'm under all that pressure and that vibration and that loud sound and it's fucking happening very fast, right? But I said, in God's name, I remove you. And then right after that, I said, in God's name, leave now. And it was gone. Now, I didn't know, and I still, to this day, don't know how I know or knew to say that. And I said it fluidly. I said it like I knew it. And it didn't. So that happened to me on the 17th, and I processed that shit, right? And like the rest of us, we just got to be like, damn, that was fucking crazy. Now I got to get back to work. Now I got to go do this. Back into the routine of our lives because we got to pay the rent and make sure we don't fucking sleep outside. So the shit don't fall down around us, right? So it's like, yeah, that shit happened. That shit was crazy. Move on. Next. So I'm laying down in bed today. Today's the 23rd. So it's happened on the 17th of September. Now it's the 23rd of September. And I'm like, I got no fucking passion. I got no drive. I got to figure out how to get to tryouts for BKFC because I hate fucking being a bus driver. But I got no fucking desire or will to go try hard to get the fucking door slammed in my face. Again. And again and again. I'm telling you, you know the story of my life. If you knew the story of my life, you would understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. My kids know that I work hard as fuck. I give over 100% in my efforts. I do the right things for the right reasons. And my kids are just like, Mom, there's just nothing you can do. You just need luck. You just need God to open the door for you. And that's it. And they're just not opening for you. So, I try to figure out how to fucking move and want to keep chucking. Right? Like, I'm going to go to this tryout and first I got to figure out how to get there, and then I got to not feel like it's going to fucking fall from beneath me no matter how well I do. So I was like, I need passion. I need a fucking passion, a reason to get me the fuck out this bed. What? And I said it that loud. I was actually louder, right? I was louder about that. And I was just like, fuck! What gives me passion? What? And I was like, I fucking hate demons. I fucking hate them. I hate these motherfuckers. I'm gonna fucking break them. Fucking break them. Done. I said, that's my new passion. I'm gonna break these motherfuckers. Right where they fucking stand. Now, that ain't a job for anybody. But I realized today that that's my new passion in life. I am going to break demons right where the fuck they stand. I'm going to call them out. And they got no fucking choice but to fucking move. I say it like that because I have felt that coming for a long fucking time, and I've done everything to fucking ignore it. Who the fuck wants to do that job? Who the fuck wants to do that? But I realized if I don't, I'm going to be miserable for my whole life. And I can't live being miserable. I can't just get up and go to work because that shit is fucking miserable. I have to have a desire and a passion, a goal to work towards to feel alive. Because we're all alive, but our souls are dead. And that's like Walking Dead, right? That's Walking Dead. Our souls are dead. So I said real loud, I got a new fucking passion. I hate demons, and I'm fucking done. I'm calling them out. And that got me out of bed. Like I was fucking skipping, right? Fucking skipping. I was like, all right, it's go time. So fighting didn't even get me out of bed no more, right? Didn't even get me out of bed no more. Because doors just fucking close no matter how much I try. But this passion for getting up in the morning is what I needed. So that when I go to work, I understand why I'm working, because I got a passion, a drive towards something. I shared that with you guys because a lot of people just think I have this endless bucket of motivation that never goes nowhere. Fuck yeah. I battle all the time. I battle like everybody else. But I don't battle because of lack of nutrients, which is the first cause of mental fog, no drive, no connection, right? But because that is not my issue anymore, and I still got no drive, it's something else. We need passion. We're driven by passion. Passion is important, but we're told to leave passion. Shit's crazy. Passion is a drive. Don't fucking lose it. Don't. Oh, so that's what I shared for, let me see, what time is it right now? Okay, 7:52, pretty close to the time. I want to go over some quick little tidbits so you can go back and look these things up on your own time, right? Gaming YT. I lost 10 kilos, all right, it's about 20 pounds. Before 89 kilos, now 79 kilos. That's all I can say about that is a big old thumbs up. You gotta be proud of yourself. And that's in kilos, so 80, that's 160. Well done. Not easy. Well done. Much respect, Mr. Gaming YT. Yahweh never called his father, or Yahweh. Let me fix this. I read backwards, but I'm dyslexic. Yeshua never called his father Yahweh. Look that up. Try to find that somewhere. Yet Christians call God Yahweh. And that's the new mislead that we got. So the old mislead that Israelites, which were the Hebrews, were Canaanites to Israelites. And Moses went up to get the 10 Commandments to say, hey, we got to stop doing what we're doing because it's wrong. We got a new God. And this God It's not monotheistic, it's henotheistic. And look up henotheistic. That means a God that recognizes there's other gods but wants to be the one God amongst all the other gods. That's what's really going on, not monotheism. Monotheism is recognizing there's only one God, which there is, and the other ones are fallen angels, creations of God that fell because they were misled by these creatures called Satans that I got to get more into, which we will be getting into. If you look at Gobekli, Tepe, and I'm trying to remember the Karahan Tepe. Those are dig sites in Turkey that are not allowed to be excavated anymore because what I saw with my eyeballs, it's the signs and the showing of these creature kinds of human beings turning into animal kind. And that is witchcraft. And that shit is ancient. Ancient. So that connected the skinwalkers to dogmen, and the information that I've collected from data from different points all match up. And Gobekli Tepe is the oldest site in history that is yet to be found, yet it won't allow any more excavation than they've already dug because it shows these creatures and humans mixing, right? And the ceremonies that they do. Because once that gets digged up, we're going to see these motherfuckers been around forever. Forever. And they won't allow a dig for another 150 years. Archaeologists are pissed about it, but they don't recognize that they just dug up the proof of witchcraft and these creature kind, right? These fucking creature kind. So you can look those up. Henotheistic, we never hear that. Monotheistic, we always hear that, right? There's only one God. Yeah, but this one God, his name's Yahweh, and he really is Baal. So Baal, which had babies offered to him alive for favors, right, in their sacrifices, they didn't. When they say that Moses said we got to stop making molten idols, it's not about the fucking idol. It's about throwing live babies in an idol that's lit on fire and throwing the baby in there. That's the fucking problem. Like, we need to start talking things like they are. Because people don't know, well, who cares if they're making gold calves? That motherfucker's lit on fire and they're throwing human babies in there. That's a fucking problem. Because they're throwing them in there for favors from these fucking demons. These fucking witchcraft shit that's been going on for eternity. That Yeshua came to say, enough of this shit, motherfuckers. We're done. We're done. And that whole experience that Yeshua went through so that we can go back and look and see through time and history of a pattern of what the fuck is going on. Because these guys outside this machine are making sure we're paying attention to that. Oh, we got no fucking rope to pull us out this fucking hole we're in. If you want to see a machine made now, right? I talked about this machine we're in 2020. But right now, they got this thing called, look up Congnify, Congnify, Cognition, like cognition, Congnify, right? Look that up on YouTube. It's an AI prison machine. In 10 minutes, you live 10 years of pain and suffering, and you recognize what you did to your, what is it called? I always get stuck when I want to say this, right? What somebody went to jail for or going to prison for, they're going to feel the offense, right? In 10 minutes, 10 years. Well, if they're doing this shit right now, I'm talking about this shit before recognizing we're in a machine, because I could see the fucking patterns right in front of me that we're in a machine. And so I started looking in that lead. And that's where I came up with all this other fucking information. Francisco Oliva. Hey, hola Francisco Oliva, ¿cómo está? Buena tarde y gracias por estar. I'm assuming you speak Spanish. Maybe not, I don't know. Pero, ¿cómo estás and how you doing? All right, so that was Congnify. If you want to see this machine, this prison machine they got going on. I said henotheistic gods. It's a god who says, yeah, there's other gods, but I'm going to be the only motherfucker running the show, and that's Baal, called Yahweh, that Christians are now worshiping. Look up if Yeshua ever called his father Yahweh. He never did. So why are Christians doing that? All right. These are the Gospels, the writings that are outside of the Canaanite canons. I'm always going to call it like that. What are acceptable for those who follow religion, not for those who follow faith. I am one who follows faith in the Holy Spirit, which is amongst all nations. That it's not an individual, it's not a God, it's not a person, it's not an identity, it's a presence. It's the spirit of the Holy Spirit. And its pattern that we recognize it is in love and compassion, which these fucking Canaanites don't have an ounce of, or this fucking machine. Not an ounce of Holy Spirit. Whole, balanced, complete spirit of love and compassion. The gospel of peace is what I read from. Thomas the Contender, the Gospel of Thomas, the Acts of Thomas, and I have not gotten in to Yeshua's other brother, because Thomas is Yeshua's brother, and that is his brother that I read in here, because I didn't even know. I didn't even know Yeshua had all these brothers and sisters, and excuse me, I haven't checked to see if he had any sisters, but these brothers, right now, just two of them, and that's Thomas, and the other one is James the Just, reading the Gospels and the information of Yeshua's brother Thomas. I found out he has a brother named James, and he said if you need to find out who I'm leaving in charge, it's my brother James the Just. Wow. So I've yet to look into that. I have very little time in my life, but I'm digging all this stuff as I'm getting through life, right? And so I've read all the ones that I just told you, and Enoch, book 1, meaning there's book 2 and book 3. I don't accept book 2 or 3. They're written afterwards. It's conjecture, it's hearsay. Enoch, book 1, which he left for the generations to come, and that's where Yeshua was reading from. He wasn't reading from Abraham the patriarch, he was reading from Enoch the patriarch. When you read the 5 books in Enoch 1, you'll understand and see where Yeshua got his words from. It all makes sense. Everything that I just talked about, the gospel of peace, Thomas the Contender, the gospel of Thomas, and the Acts of Thomas, and Enoch 1, all of that you hear correctness. None of this fuckery that we're living in right now. The reason we're following Yahweh and we're following the Abrahamic way is because Abraham is following Yahweh, which is Baal, right? Which is a fallen angel separating himself from other fallen angels to gain position and control. And these motherfuckers are killing us off in sacrifice into their gods. They're not gods. Let me correct myself. To their fallen angels that they pray to. I gotta make sure I get my words correct. To their fallen angels that they pray to. And we as Christians, and I say that not as a Christian, but if I'm closest to any religion, it would be Christianity. And we gotta fucking get it right, because it's the only people who will still fight me. They'll still fucking fight me. And I get it. But they're the only ones that I can be sure not to fucking kill me. They'll listen and be mad, but they won't fucking come out to kill me. Like other religions. So, I'm gonna set the fucking stage clear. I'm gonna set it straight. So that it's undeniable. And when we look, we have to accept things for what they are, not for what we are blindly accepting them to be, because then we have to change things in our own lives that causes change we ain't ready for. So if you ain't ready for that change, don't step up to me. Continue on, move on, and don't step up. But if you want to see what I'm seeing and why I'm saying what I'm saying, be prepared. Because this shit's gonna be uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because we gotta make an adjustment. And people don't like making adjustments. But if we're gonna get these fucking demon creatures off of us and out of our fucking world and have them stop running our fucking existence, because our existence is fucked up. But we're allowing them to run the fucking show because we're not clear on seeing our own lives, much less those who are running our lives. And we allow these motherfuckers to make the fucking decisions that they do and sacrifice the people of all nations. Because that's what they do. Sacrifice. Fucking murder. While they sit in their fucking houses laughing their asses off. Do I believe in reincarnation, Chuck? I know in reincarnation. So I'm going to add to what you're saying is I have zero doubt there is reincarnation. Because you can't leave the fucking machine. You can't leave. So it's a recycle process. This machine has a order of operation that the soul goes through. And God and his team are trying to show us how to work through it because you're getting information from the outside. I know they're getting information from the outside because that's how that outside information got in this fucked up machine for us to live out these whole experiences for all these fucking generations till we can get to this point right here, right now. So that's a big yes, Chuck. KJ, excuse me if I'm not saying this right. I'm gonna call you K, okay? I can't say that whole thing, but hi. I'm doing good, K. I'm sorry, Kat. I'm gonna have to take some time and try to pronounce that, but I can't do it right now because I'll look foolish doing it. But how you doing, K? I'm doing well. All right, you guys. I'm looking at the time right now, and it's 8:05. That gives us a complete hour. Keep your heads up. The Giorgio, why are your teeth yellow? That's a good question. They just are, Giorgio. It is what it is. I drink a lot of tea. I'll look into making them whiter for you, Giorgio. Just for you. We're just fucking lucky that they're not green, right? That they're not fucking green. You can send us a picture of your bright white teeth, Giorgio. If you think that shit hurts my feelings, I really don't give a fuck. If they're yellow or not yellow. Ora. I love it when people talk shit. It's like a sparring match. Let's see who dominates that fucking ring, right? I'm built for this shit. I am. Not just in the ring, but with words. Words of truth. People try to bring your shit down, just like, you don't know how down I've been, that I don't feel no more. All right, Giorgio, so you're letting me know you love me. You only asking? Send me some fucking recommendations, all right? I haven't looked into it. I got so much shit to fucking worry about. My teeth weren't one of them. I don't think about those girl things. This is as far as I get with girly, you know? That's just it. That's it. I got rough hands. Obviously, now I know I got rough teeth. That's just how it is. It is what it is. Ay. All right. That's it. This is Michelle Angelique, Truth and Integrity Warrior. Just making sure you guys know that if you're down, look for your passion. Bring yourself up. All right. Until next week, you guys, peace out.